Look, y'all, this is the heavyweight diner, y'all. I don't know what y'all thought this was, but like this is where the big boys eat. Hey, look, y'all, look. You know where we at, you know what it is. We coming to you live from the rack. It's your boy, Dr. Polo. It's the P, the O, the L, the O, the P, Anyways, welcome back to the channel, y'all. I'm liking this thing where when like I show up, y'all come back. I don't know where the camera's going, but it needs to come back over here. Cause if you're new to this channel, y'all, you picked the right time to stumble on this video. Maybe you was looking for it. And guess what? You found what you've been looking for. Hit that subscribe button below. We on the road to 10K in 2025, y'all. Look, if you can't tell, besides it being extremely hot in here, which means something's coming, I'm a little more hyped than usual because summer is on its way, y'all. It feels like it's here, but it's not Friday. Friday, June 20th, whenever you watch, that's the first day of summer. You can mark it on your calendars in case you thought it's just when it gets hot. No, it's June 20th, that's this Friday, which means Monday, June 23rd, the Heavyweight Diner will be opening its doors. What is the Heavyweight Diner? Why are we talking about this? Well, you gotta keep listening to find out. So stay tapped in. We about to get into it. Talk about the menu, talk about the ingredients, talk about what we about to do with all that food. Let's get to it. All right, y'all, so before we get into the nitty gritty of the diner, let me show you a couple things we added to the kitchen while in the process of making the menu. So first thing, it's crazy like the power of writing things down, y'all. That's when people ask me for this regular advice, I usually give them two things. I say drink water and write things down. Because when you write things down, you accelerate that manifestation. It's like you can speak it into existence, but when you put it to paper, when you start integrating more senses and you really just visualize it and you can see it, it's different. So on my list for attachments, I have this dynamic tricep rope attachment, and this was the one I really wanted, y'all. When I bought, let me grab it. When I bought the set with like all the little attachments off Amazon, this rope came with it, and I figured it would hold me over till Black Friday. But while cooking up this menu, y'all, I just felt like this was the one. I seen it a couple times, and I had to know for myself, like, is it worth the hype? And just I haven't used it yet, but yeah, I know words. Then a couple little spices we had to add as well. I needed a good pre-workout for the diner. For the most part this year, I've been avoiding any kind of pre and just really using the natural energy I got. But when it comes to the diner, y'all, look, this is all you can eat. This ain't what can I say for tomorrow. This is while I'm in here, we gonna get this plate clean. So I needed some energy, some extra energy for the diner days. So I went with the old favorite from the last program, which is the Bounce Pro Nutrition. Different flavors for the pre-workout though. I had the apple rings last time. Effectiveness was amazing, taste was trash. So we went with the rainbow belts, hoping it's better, it sounds better. And another thing, I ordered the 30-pack, y'all. So shout out to Bounce Nutrition. That's why y'all get this shout out, because y'all ain't paying me, but y'all paid me, because I ordered the 30-pack, opened the box, it was the 51. Had to check the invoice. Invoice said 30, I got the 51. So appreciate y'all for the blessings. I also went with their creatine, the berry snow cone, fire flavor. Like, I mean, if you have a sweet tooth and you want it to be satisfied without doing anything crazy, make it your supplements, y'all. Make it your supplements. So they get a free promo because they gave me some extra stuff. Well, I'm not working out tonight, so we will save the rainbow taste test for day one of the diner, and then we'll go ahead and use this creatine berry snow cone, because you can have creatine every day. You gotta really coat those muscles. So let me show y'all. This is the berry snow cone, y'all. Look at that. It smells amazing. Great product. I'm not gonna chew all these on camera, so. But enough of the funny business, enough of the extras. Let's get to the main entree. The Heavyweight Diner, open on Monday, June 23rd. Hit the notes, hit the somethings, show some videos, whatever you gotta do to keep y'all engaged. But open June 23rd, y'all. This is probably year, I wanna say 5. First year I did the Heavyweight Diner was 2021. I'll probably have some pictures of how that looked, what it consisted of. But pretty much, COVID happened. working out, gyms closed, opening, nowhere to go. The home gym had to be created. So I had this little bit in the beginning and just made workouts from whatever I could. Took everything. That's why we call it cooking. Anything within your reach, anything in the kitchen, anything in the cupboard can be used. So if it's that kettlebell that is collecting dust, you're gonna tap into it this summer. If it's the dumbbell, the stability ball, if it's a certain attachment that just hasn't been used, you're gonna utilize it in the diner because everything gotta get ate up. I don't know if that's a pause, but you gotta eat, you gotta serve up a mean meal to really get the most benefits. So, but the diner's like my baby, y'all, because prior to the COVID years, each summer, my boys would get into town, or my boys would just hit me up, and I would create a workout program. We would just get to it all summer, and that was really how it worked. So when COVID happened and the gyms was closed and we didn't have that mutual place we can lock in, I figured I would create the diner still and let all my boys eat. This we would tap in, virtually, and that's really how it started. So I did that, since 2021, but now I'm like, we on the tube now. Let's bring it to the tube. So it's different. Y'all gonna see, it's great workouts. I call it the menu. We got entrees and desserts, a couple samplers, but you'll see all that. But it's a progressive overload program, so a lot of bar work, because where do you meet your most friends? Like if you want to meet a friend, you meet them at the bar. Same thing here, just a different type of bar, but a bar is a bar. Sometimes it's just you in the bar, sometimes it's you, your boy in the bar, you and your girl in the bar, but the bar is always there, and someone got to show up. And that's really what it is. You just show up each day, you meet at the bar. We'll talk over there, we talk over while these plates move, and it's really just a good time. So I figured, look, y'all go see, if you really move heavyweight, you're gonna see, like, you really gotta lock in, and sometimes you gotta go to a place to really move those weights, and it's fun. So hopefully when y'all see the menu, you understand what we're saying, but it's, barbell works in there. We're using a lot of the things. I call it, again, we in the kitchen, because I like to utilize everything. So each year when I do add in to the rec, those new exercises come to the diner. So that's how the menu gets upgraded. We like to integrate any new additions to the rec. So hopefully I'll put some images, some videos from the past years, and you can see how it started, man. We used to have nothing in here, and we've always gotten to it. So there's really no excuse. The exercises are very, what's the word? Straightforward, or your traditional compound movements. We keep it real traditional over here. It's kind of like in and out. You master the burger. We have a doctorate in the, you know what I'm saying? We got the bar. When it comes to the bar work, that's where it's at. We don't need to do everything else over here. This is for the heavyweights. Heavyweights move to that bar. We set that bar. We don't go under the bar. You feel me? That's called limbo. We don't do none of that. We hurdle it, high jump. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the menu's dropping this week. You're gonna see, usually it's supersets. That's pretty much superset everything, because again, this is the buddy system. So if it's just you in the bar, you hit the bar, get the bar break. But if it's you and the buddy, you hit the bar, you do your second one, they do their first one. The bar's always getting attention. You know what I'm saying? You build up the tab. So grab a friend. It's very partner friendly. Hopefully, if you do have a partner, you get even stronger, because why not? You got a spotter, you got to use them. So don't be afraid to fail. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's how you really make them friendships. You got to push each other. So when I say there's a dark place, you got to go to. Understand? So this is just a prequel, y'all. I just want to talk to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been in this kitchen, and when the chef, when the masterpiece comes out, you know what I'm saying, it's a different type of beast. So this is Dr. Polo, but the next time you see me might be the farm animal. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who's gonna show up to dinner, but that plate is gonna get clean. So tap in again, Monday, June 23rd, first day of the diner. We gonna get to it. Menu coming soon to a screen near you.
You look around like who else could I be with? Nobody else is this real. Nobody else is this chill. Nobody else gives you thrills.